Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Life is Strange. I am your host with the most toast, KRM Now, and we are picking up in what is likely the finale of this game. Big finale, I would assume. They predicted us so easily.
Sean, what are we gonna do?
Sean! Sean Diaz! It's over! Don't make this worse! Get out of the car! Slow! Wave your hand above your head! Do exactly what I say!
Oh, is this game not even going to let me make the decision?
You know that day in Seattle? The day Dad was shot? I think about it every day.
Okay.
I would give anything to change what happened. But I can't. I'm sorry for my mistakes. I tried my best. I swear.
Sean,
I'm so proud of you, and I know, just like Dad would be. We both learned a lot together, but you can make your own rules now. If we surrender, they will separate us, Daniel. And if that happens, promise me that you will always do the right thing, okay? Don't waste your power. Be smart like you already are.
I don't want to be separated.
Hear me out! Please! Don't make any more mistakes!
Whatever happens,
Too late to surrender!
always remember that you're Daniel Diaz.
You know this
I
is
promise, Sean.
a trap. You can trust me. Please, get out of the car. Come on. There's no way out. This is your last
So,
warning. Listen up.
how does the story of the Wolf Brothers end?
Step out of the car. Now.
Big decision time. Ooh. Surrender, cross the border. This is the time I wish this game had multiple, save slots. Because technically it has multiple save slots. But not in the right way. Because it has save slots for the individual chapters, not in the game. I want to use Daniel's power and cross the border. I don't want us to be separated. But you know what? I don't think this game is that dark. The first game gave you two endings. Sacrifice a town or sacrifice one person. I think this is the same choice. And I think we know which one is the one person versus the town here. And now I like the Sean way more than I like the other one. I am not gonna be that kind of person who immediately doubles back on his word. I'm not. So let's do this.
I think their story ends right here.
Here?
Oof.
But I could.
You'd end up hurting people,
get
buddy.
it. That's not who we are.
Exactly. We're not criminals. We're just kids. And we still have time to choose what life we want to live. You're my brother. And I love you.
I love you too, Sean.
It's gonna be alright. Promise.
You promise? For real this time?
I do.
Oof,
We're doing the right thing.
this is sad.
Just try and remember what I taught you. I mean, only the good shit.
I will.
Oof.
I swear.
On your knees! I said on your knees now!
I'm sorry about all this. We're gonna look after your brother. That's my word. Okay, he's ready.
Sean! No! Sean!
Oye,
Come
oye.
back!
He's gonna be fine.
Daniel! You're not a little wolf anymore. Never forget who you are. Never.
Oof. I'm not gonna force Daniel to go live in Mexico. Though technically Daniel could probably live pretty well in Mexico with his abilities. I'm not gonna do it to him. I refuse to do that. To my buddy. Oh, they made it back. Oof. Oh, this is the end of it, ain't it? I guess they get a visit sometimes. 8:15, so that's 14 days after that first picture. Oh, that's a year and 14 days. Another year. Superwolf saves the day. April 2019 issue. So I'm assuming that means Daniel went to college. And got a degree in art, probably. That's nice. Oh, is that away? I guess. There's Jacob, Karen, and what's her name? Stephanie? Carol? Oh, Daniel had a job. He works at a coffee shop. How fun. 0404 2033. That's a while. Whoa, I wasn't looking at the time skips until the end there. Oh. 15 years after the events of the border. For all that, he only got 15 years? Whoa. He looks like Sean did. I wonder if Sean will look like Esteban now. It does look like it from what I just saw. Actually, it looks like he's just same exact model, but they slapped a beard on. They, like, made a whole new character model for Daniel, but Sean looks the exact same, but they just slapped a beard on. That's... wow. Honestly, kind of disappointing. Like, it looks like they even gave a Karen an older looking model. Sean just got a beard. So, does it end here? Do I get any further choices? This is one of my favorite story games by far, so far. It let you choose the ending you wanted. And I misread something and got a pretty lackluster, decent ending. Lackluster, but it was decent. What is that, Sean? Out of every kind of fake eye you could get, you go with the blazing white? Come on. Are they actually going back down to the old river? They're even camping in the same spot. Aww. I wonder if it's going to show whether Daniel has his power still or not. Oh. Okay. Can't hear a thing, but you know exactly what he's doing. Oh, hey, he still got his powers. They probably made this entire thing quiet so they didn't have to find new voice actors, huh? I'm surprised the grandparents didn't come to see Sean get out. Wait, did they just go separate ways? That was a good ending. Bravo game. Ooh. I'll be honest. This ending had me close to shedding a few tears. I was close. But I feel like they kind of skipped out on... Oh, yay, look at that. The servers are still down. That's weird. Okay. Are those the only two... Okay, let's see what everyone else did. Okay. Google. Life is Strange. 2 choice stats. Okay. So we need to scroll pretty far down to the... That's way too far. Yeah, maybe hitting continue gets us to new things, because... Yeah, because this whole thing was in the desert, wasn't it? Okay. So we gotta... Yeah, so that's Faith. Okay, so 33% of people decided to force the roadblock and Daniel accepted. 28% of people decided to force the roadblock, but Daniel refused. 30% of people surrendered and Daniel accepted, and 9% tried to surrender, but Daniel refused. Okay. And 59% of people taught Daniel to follow the rules of society. I mean, yeah, because the other option is basically him being way more selfish. Okay. Well, it doesn't show me any other options unless I'm blind or something, so... Continue? Oh, okay. Homeward bound. Still can't get the data. Oh, and Wolfpack. Finish all episodes of Life is Strange 2. Okay, okay. Okay, so... Did the treasure hunt. 89% of the people did the treasure hunt and found the souvenir. 3% couldn't find it? I'm assuming those are the people who accepted and then just forgot about it. Or is there like a time limit? I don't know. And 8% refused outright. We were in the 89. Second, you overall kept your distance with Karen. We were in the 19%. 81% got closer. Okay, we left a lukewarm note. Okay, we were in the 6%. Okay, so far, first 2 of these options, we got the... Or second and third, we got the lowest rated ones. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, so caring note is 69%. Nice. Conciliating? wrote a consolating? Guess it's like consolation? 12%. And 13 didn't leave a note. We forgot. Oh, yeah, I didn't say anything to Arthur and Stanley. I really couldn't care less about them. They had, like, no character development. Like, they really didn't do anything. Like, for the first thing, they had me sit down and forced me to listen to stuff that had nothing to do. Like, that was so boring. Like, I liked Joan as a character. She was real neat. And David, that's David. You gotta relate to the old character. So we were with 30% of people who didn't say. Okay, 30%. I'm assuming the 30% margin is people who just went right to the truck and beelined it out. So I bet I might be one of the few people who did one and not the other. I mean, to be fair, some people might forget. I don't know. Okay, we were in the 3% that did not... Oh, sorry. We were in the 3% that did not hug Karen. Oof. That is a big difference right there. So 97% of people hugged her. Madison and Diego's argument. I think I stayed out. Yeah, I stayed out of the argument, which was 25% of the people. That was to calm Diego down? I thought I was taking his side in the argument. Oh. Well, that's on me. I guess I misread. So 75% of people did the calming him. We were the 25 that stayed out. You freed the Mexican couple, and you didn't open the couple's cell. We were in the 67 that let him out. Okay. And you asked Daniel to open the vigilante's cell. 15%. We were in the 85% that didn't. And then you asked Daniel to take revenge on the vigilantes. We did. We're in the 20%. Though he didn't do it. And the didn't hurt the vigilantes is in the 80. Okay, next one. So 81% of the people didn't ask Daniel to kill the officers to escape the police station. Fair enough, only a psychopath would immediately order the guy who was just worried about killing someone to murder 2 people in cold blood. And 19% of people did not care enough to do that. Okay. So, Daniel was told off about the scorpion and stopped messing with it. 43% of people? Daniel was told off about the scorpion but kept messing with it, 24%. And Daniel wasn't told off, 33%. We're in the 33% there. Joan's sculpture. Daniel managed to set up Joanne's sculpture like he wanted, 15%. So, like we did. Because I chose to side with him. 81% managed to help Jones set up the sculpture with your help. Okay, so I'm assuming that's like if you follow Jones' request. 81. Okay, I guess that's fair enough. And then 40% is if you don't help Joan at all. Which I guess if you just sat there long enough, it might not have done anything. Okay. Daniel was concerned about hurting Officer Campbell. We were in the 59%. And then Daniel wasn't concerned, 41. For those 41% of you, you should feel ashamed. Okay, freeing the vigilante. 11% of people got Daniel to accept. 4% of people refused. And 85 didn't ask. Because why would we ask the boy to free the people who just shot him and threatened him and his brother? Like, really? Okay, next one. Daniel refused to take revenge on the vigilantes, so he could have. Okay, so Daniel accepted to take revenge, that's 14%. Refused is 6%, so we're in that refused category. And Daniel didn't have to lash out, which is 80%. So most people didn't even bother asking him about the vigilantes. Okay. Next one is... Sorry, I'm getting more under the blanket because I'm a little chilly. So there's revenge, the officer's fate. Daniel killed the officers when leaving the police station. That is 15%, we didn't. 38, which includes us, is we knocked the officers out. 23% is lock them in the closet. I'm guessing that's an option if we looked over to the right whenever they got that far. And then 24% were forced to intervene when the officers got too close. So we're in the 38, we're in the majority for this one. And Daniel's attitude towards killing. Daniel wasn't asked to kill any officers, which is what we got. It is an 82%. Daniel was okay with killing the officers. That is a 13%. Daniel was reluctant, but forced to kill the officers. 1%. And then Daniel refused to kill the officers. 4%. Good. Okay, well, I believe that is all of it. We finished. Thanks for playing and following Sean and Daniel on their journey. Is that all? Discover more games about Life is Strange. Which I think they, since this game came out, I believe they made Life is Strange 3, where you take back over as the chick from the first game, the one I, couldn't stand, because I found the majority of the characters, except Warren, my goat. Except for Warren, I really don't remember any of those characters. There was the one religious girl, which I liked, but they cut her character so early on, because I'm pretty sure she stopped existing after, episode 2 or... Actually, yeah, I think episode 2 is, where she does the whole on the rooftop thing. It's either 2 or 3. But, yeah. But Warren will forever be the GOAT. But, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and... if the other Life is Strange if the other Life is Strange... That's a really weird sentence to try and say. If the other games are either cheap or free, I'll think about getting them and playing, because the first one, I hated. The mechanic for the powers were so cool, but everyone was just so forgettable and hateable. It is not often I can just flatly forget a character from a video game. I even remember the name of the chick in Endless Oceans 2, I'm pretty sure. I believe her name was Penny. The one who'd, help you dive, and she was, the tutorial character. And then there was the one American guy, which I'm pretty sure they were all American, but he felt like... Actually, I think he might have been Japanese. But he always wore the flaming stuff. I think he was JJ or something. I don't remember. But, yeah, I can remember some pretty far back game characters. I'm trying to think of game characters that would be, mainstream enough for y'all to know, but, vague enough to where it could be oh, hey, he actually remembers that character by name. That's impressive. I can't just say, Kratos or Arthur Morgan or someone like that. Because those are, even still, famous video game characters. Same with John Marston and Dutch. You can't really, go, I remember these old vague characters and just name off super famous pop culture characters. And I can't just go into some random game, which chances are Endless Ocean is a little too vague for that subject. I wish it got a sequel, though. I wish Endless Ocean would get a sequel. But yeah, I mean, there's Cabot Finch of the Jurassic Park and World Series. He's kind of vague, I guess. But, yeah. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. I will see you all again soon. Peace.